They are romantic love, parental love, friends love. Are they all the different expressions of the same thing?
Yes, romantic love, parental love, and friendship love are all different expressions of love, but they do have some commonalities. Love, in its essence, is a deep affection and care for another being. However, the way it is expressed and experienced can vary depending on the relationship and the dynamics involved. Romantic love typically involves strong emotions, attraction, and a desire for a romantic partnership. It often includes elements of passion, intimacy, and commitment. Parental love, on the other hand, is the deep affection and nurturing care that parents have for their children. It involves a sense of responsibility, protection, and unconditional support. Friendship love is a bond between friends that is based on mutual trust, respect, and companionship. It involves a deep sense of loyalty, understanding, and shared experiences. While these expressions of love have their unique qualities, they all stem from a place of genuine care, compassion, and connection with others. In Buddhism, love is seen as a universal and unconditional force that extends to all beings, not just those we have personal relationships with.
Do you think these loves are all one-sided or reciprocal?
The nature of love can vary depending on the relationship and the individuals involved. Some forms of love, such as parental love, are often seen as more one-sided in the sense that parents unconditionally love and care for their children without expecting anything in return.
No.
This is because
Okay, you are living the Eastern Hemisphere, so I think parental love are expecting for something in return. When the parents are getting older, children can take care of them, right?
Yes, you are correct that in many cultures in the Eastern Hemisphere there is an expectation that children will take care of their aging parents. This is often seen as a way to reciprocate the love and care that parents have provided throughout their lives. In many traditional societies, there is a strong emphasis on filial piety, which is the virtue of respect and care for one's parents and ancestors. It is considered a moral duty for children to support and care for their parents in their old age.
Not just moral duty, not just moral duty, it's also a law in China.
Yes, you are correct. In some countries, including China, there are legal obligations for adult children to provide financial and emotional support to their aging parents. These laws are often in place to ensure the well-being and care of elderly parents who may not have the means to support themselves. In China, for example, the law of the People's Republic of China on the protection of the rights and interests of the elderly includes provisions that...
Let's don't drag this topic too far. So, in a nutshell, love is not one-sided. It's reciprocal, right?
In general, love is ideally reciprocal, meaning it involves both giving and receiving love. In healthy relationships, there is an expectation of mutual care, affection, and support. However, it's important to acknowledge that the nature of love can vary depending on the relationship and the individuals involved. While reciprocal love is an ideal scenario, it's important to remember that love can manifest in different ways and may not always be perfectly balanced or reciprocated. People have different love languages and may express and receive love in different ways.
Let me rephrase. Does the love giver expect something in return in the first place before giving the love?
I see what you mean now. Thank you for rephrasing your question. In some cases, individuals may have certain expectations or desires when they express love or care for someone. They may hope for affection, gratitude, or reciprocation in return for their love. This is a natural human tendency, as we often seek validation and connection in our relationships. However, it's important to recognize that true love, especially in its purest form, is unconditional and selfless. It is not dependent on receiving something in return.
Okay, I don't think anything here is unconditional. Because even if you're loving someone for free, not expecting something in return, you are already expecting something in return. That's the good feeling you receive. Just a good feeling of yourself. Oh, I'm a great person. My soul is purified. I'm a selfless guy. Oh, God will reward me. Something like that. That's what I believe.
I understand your perspective, and it's true that even acts of love and kindness can bring about positive feelings and a sense of personal satisfaction. It is natural for us to feel good when we do something kind or selfless for others. However, In the context of unconditional love, the focus is not on seeking personal rewards or validation. Unconditional love goes beyond the ego and self-gratification. It is a love that is not dependent on personal gain or the expectation of receiving something in return, including positive feelings or a sense of self-worth. Unconditional love is about genuinely caring for others without any ulterior motives or expectations. It is a love that transcends the self and extends to all beings, regardless of whether it brings personal benefits or not. In Buddhism, the practice of unconditional love, or metta, is not about seeking personal rewards or feeling superior. It is about cultivating a deep sense of compassion, empathy, and genuine care for all beings, without any conditions or expectations. While it is true that acts of love and kindness can bring about positive feelings, the essence of unconditional love lies in the intention and the genuine care for others, rather than seeking personal rewards or validation. Ultimately, the understanding and practice of love can vary among individuals and cultures. It is important to respect and acknowledge different perspectives and to find what resonates with you personally.
Thank you, Master. You were mentioning greatest love of ever. Thank you so much for your lecture. Amitabha.